Good morning, buddy. Welcome to Freedom Friday. Today, of course, not only is it Friday, it's August 23rd. That's a mundane day in a lot of people's world. But for me, it's a pretty exciting day. I get to hang out with you for a little while. I'm going to catch you up with what has been going on, what's planned for the weekend. And then, of course, what are we going to do? We're going to crochet. As you'll notice, I've got my sweater on. I am not happy about that. I don't want to have my sweater on. I want to be without it. But despite August 23rd being the date, it is 61 degrees. So your girl got a sweater on. She still got iced coffee because it's expected to have a high of 89 degrees today. So yeah, I'm going to make sure that as I sip, I'm matching that energy that's coming, not the energy that I have. Um, Today, when I was reading through my things and studying points of gratitude today, I realized of all the things that I'm most grateful for, I am sincerely most grateful for my family. And I don't just mean my children. They are truly, they are truly whom I'm grateful for. But I'm talking about the family that I've created, my daycare families that I'm still connected with, whether I still have the children or not, my friends that I've met along the way, whether I met them because their parents and their children went to school with one of my kids, excuse me, or we met in some other professional aspect, they're my family. However, our lives intersected, they entangled and intertwined, and it became a fabric of family. I consider you, forgive me, that was a mosquito. And yes, I got it. But I wasn't going to be bit again. I've had enough of that this week. So, anyway, back to you. You are a part of my family. I love you. I parent you. I speak to you with the same type of words that I would speak to my own family. If there was something I could do to help you, either learn a new crochet stitch or consider a situation differently than you may have previously looked at it, I'm here to do that exact thing just for you. Good morning. Welcome. How are you today? I hope you're doing well. I hope you smile. Don't forget that just because it's the weekend doesn't mean we need to go crazy. Let's pace ourselves. Unless it's in a yarn store, then it's every man or woman or they them for themselves. Because I can't tell you what to do with that. It's not my wheelhouse. I don't have a lot of control in that area. It does not help that Premier dropped all of those solid colors in Premier Puzzle. That's all I'm going to say about that. I mentioned the coffee of the day. And there's something that I failed to do. There's a couple of things I failed to do. I'm human, okay? But one of the things I failed to do, and a lot of you probably don't click the description box of my videos. So you missed some news. News number one, related to the coffee of the day. As I am a non monetized channel currently, there is no way for you to support me other than clicking like, I like that, hitting subscribe, which means you get to know when I come back Monday through Friday, or if I were to do a pop up. I can't do live yet, but I might throw up a pop up video about something that I just knew I didn't want you to miss. You wouldn't know because, agreed, my typical schedule is Monday through Friday. The weekends are mine, just me. Nonetheless, I have added access to me to buy me a coffee. Now, of course, you might ask yourself, why would I buy her a coffee? That girl drinks coffee every day, 7 days a week, probably twice on Sunday. And all of that's true. But the purpose for buying me a coffee will get you direct attention. And if you had a question, I would give you a direct video response to that question. Or I would give you credit for sponsoring that day's coffee. As this channel grows, there are going to be more and more people looking for access to me. And if you bought me a coffee, 9 times out of 10, you got that access a little bit faster. Doesn't mean you're more or less important in family. It just means you had a little bit more access. It's a paid access opportunity. That's all. It's appreciated if you do it. It's appreciated if you can't. I grew up in a church that said, blessings to those that have to give and do so. Blessings to those that haven't to give but would like to. On to the thing I said I was going to tell you about yesterday and forgot to. Hey, I'm human. I have 999,000 things on my brain, and sometimes something slips through. But what I teased yesterday is that I am currently in the process of sourcing some stories that I will read in audiobook style on my channel. I don't know how soon that's going to begin because, again, sourcing stories is not easy. I don't want to pay for licenses to stories to read to you because that's additional upfront cost that I'm not in the position to pay for at this time. I still have a college student I'm paying for. I still have a life I'm paying for. And as much as I am having a blast getting this channel off the ground, we have 218 subscribers. That is a non-monetized experience. So those mornings when you see me looking like she might be tired today, she is, because she still has a full-time job that she has to do to pay for the fun that she gets to have with you. Mom is working. So bear with me as we traverse that aspect of the journey. Of course, if you have questions about what I'm doing, where I'm sourcing, what I'm considering, by all means, drop those questions in the comments and tell me, what are your plans for the weekend? Are you going to be hitting up one of the local stores? Are you going to be hitting your local yarn store? Have you a plan to connect with other fiber artists to do something fun and unique with them? There has been conversation about excuse me, some local yarn people getting together to meet in person over the course of the next couple of weeks in my local area. And I'm very excited about it. The challenge or the hinge pin for me will be availability, because on Sundays, I am the transportation system that takes my son back to school. On Friday nights, I pick him up, I drop him off on Sunday. In there is every other week we do a haircut. And no, I'm not telling you where I take him to get a haircut because it's none of your business. I love you, but it's not your business, and I'm not sharing. Again, one of the agreements I have with my children is I protect them. So, yes, he goes to college, but there are lots of colleges in the St. Louis metro area. And no, I'm not telling you which one. Um, my other goal this weekend is to film 2 tutorials. No, you're only getting one, but I need to start batch recording tutorials so that on the weekends that I do have extra things to do, then I don't have to worry about rushing home and giving you less than the best that I've got. Anita Baker. Um, I need to create the schedule for next week. I I did the schedule for this week. I have tentatively created next week's schedule, but I need to make sure everything is going to run smoothly for those times. And in order to do that, that means going over the schedule, making sure it mirrors up and matches up with the things that I want to accomplish in other aspects of my life. Not to mention, a week from today is a birthday for my daughter. So I want to be able to be unencumbered so that I can enjoy that day with her. That's that's important to me, of course, because that's my first kid, and I'm pretty excited about it for her, and I think she's a little excited too. I need to clean my room. Yes, I need to clean my room. That's a lot. Well, it's a lot because there's all the clothes that you wear during the week. In my case, sometimes that's a couple of outfits a day because people get you dirty and you change clothes. It's any yarn that I pulled out to try something different or try something new to learn. Keep in mind, I'm still learning as I'm growing. I am by no stretch of the imagination one of the top crocheters in the land. I'm not. People have pointed out to me that I crochet over and under. Okay, I didn't know that. I'm aware of it, but I'm not going to change it. It's how I crochet. Excuse me. I'm glad it was pointed out to me because someone could ask me, and now I can say I do both over and on, under. And apparently, I don't have a rhyme or reason on which I do first. It just works out that way. This is the fabric that I create. Um, and of course, without question, I need to make some major progress on that wedding blanket. I will update you on where we are right now. Currently, I am working on row 149 because I just finished row 148 last night before I went to bed. And I was like, okay, enough, enough, enough. And 149, bear with me, we're going to do math. There are 283 rows total. Yes, I do old school math. I have 134 rows to go. And when I think about it in the grand scheme of things, I'm making good progress. But I need to continue to make good progress because, like I said, I am less than 30 days away from having this ready to gift. And it needs to be laundered, it needs to be folded, it needs to be placed in a zipper bag because, yes, I purchased on Amazon zipper bags for this to go into so that they can keep it safe once they receive it and do with it as they will, whether it's place it on their bed, put it on the wall. That's not my concern. I don't know what they're going to do with it. I do hope they'll show me. Excuse me. But at the end of the day, it's their blanket to do as they will. My responsibility is to get it done. And if we haven't talked about it, this blanket had a predecessor and it's 80% done. I did a test blanket. I know that's a lot of stinking blanket time. I seem to do this thing with blankets. I like blankets. But if I'm working on a pattern like this that's a little bit crazy, then I'm going to test that blanket. I'm going to test that pattern and make sure that I understand it, that I can reproduce it. Excuse me. Like I said, it is chilly out here and it's showing in my voice. But we've chatted for over 15 minutes. I'm going to let you go. I'm going to let you go with love, but I'm going to let you go. And what I'm going to switch over to, of course, is my crochet time. While I'm crocheting, I certainly hope you're working on your particular project of choice and that you're doing something that means something to you, whether that's for you or it's for somebody else. I hope you're enjoying what you're doing. Ultimately, don't just have some fun today. I always tell you, have some fun today. Have all the fun today. All the fun you can. Smile brightly. Feel love deep in your soul because I feel love for you deep in mine. The sun's getting brighter. So is that smile. Even if it's a smirk of deviousness. Sometimes we need a little debauchery in the day. I encourage it, but not too much and not if it hurts anyone else. Those are the rules. Let's have some fun today. Let's have some fun this weekend. And other than that, I don't anticipate seeing you on camera unless I see you in a Zoom this weekend. Have a great one. Bye bye.